put it in.
Where do you want it?
Well, I'll probably fill the truck and put it all in.
So you're gonna have to back up.
Hi, hose. Yeah, I can back up more.
Yeah,
Because you can. If I need to back up.
Are you putting that in the truck then? Is that what your plan
Put
is?
it in the truck and then the rest of it in the sit downs, and then we can just leave it here.
Alright.
And it'll be 28%, so we can salt out.
Alright. Alright, I'll let you guys handle that yet. Shouldn't have one alone. Are you just gonna finish this? I can.
All right, today we're out in the field again with Austin Beaver. And Austin, it's been a couple weeks since we checked in with you, but to kind of get the viewers up to speed, it's mid-March. Spring is officially around the corner in a few days, and you guys are out top dressing wheat, as the viewers can see. Austin, would you kind of get us up to speed on the last couple weeks? Again, we was out with you when you guys were doing the residual application on milo stalks and wheat stubble, and then today we're obviously top dressing. But will you get us up to speed on the last couple of weeks and then what you're doing today, and kind of give us a preview of what's to come the remainder of March?
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy the last couple of weeks. We really kicked out some acres, getting the rest of the herbicide put on the wheat stubble and the milo stalks and corn stalks, and got all that done and cleaned out all three sprayers, and now we're top dressing. We're running some fertilizer, 2800 and Banville, and some 2,4-D MCPE. So we are trying to keep some of the weeds out of the wheat before it comes up and gets too big and full of weeds. So, but yeah, the last couple of weeks have been pretty crazy. Some bad days, so we couldn't really do much. But other than that, it's been busy.
Austin, the one thing I noticed when I got in this John Deere 412R is you got the floater tires on.
Yep, we did get floater tires on finally.
What was that process like? These tires are huge. Is that like you have to block off a day to do that, or not so much?
Well, before my grandpa had made a handy jack stand, and it took a lot longer because we had to actually use the suspension as the sprayer, as our lifting as our jack. But now we bought some nice jacks, and we're able to just put them under there and jack the front end up, and we can do it in probably about a little over an hour if we hustle hard.
And that's all 4 tires?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all 4 tires. So, but yeah, it's way easier than what we were doing. The jacks have been a huge helping.
Okay, so again, it's mid-March. We're out here top dressing wheat. What was your all's indication that it's go time? You know, to put the fertilizer on?
Well, it was go time a long time ago, but we've been so busy we just get to it now. But it needed about 30 pounds of fertilizer is what it needs, just to help it along throughout the year to get it going. If you run just straight 32%, you're more likely to burn it. It won't look very good for a while. It'll come out of it, but it
turns brown or something.
Yeah, it doesn't look the best. So yeah, we ran about 30 pounds on absolutely everything. So
okay. And is there, does the wheat, is it just March is kind of the sweet spot for top dressing, or do you look for something with the crop before you come out and do this top dressing?
Well, we got to make sure that it's tillered and everything. It's not too small before we come out here and put this herbicide on it along with the fertilizer. Otherwise, you are able to kill it. Okay. But it's about the perfect stage. There's some stuff that hasn't grown as much as the other. This was one of the fields that's been planted later, so the wheat's not as big on it, but it's still good size. So we're gonna get her done, to get it done.
And are we doing kind of like we did on the herbicide? Is it 10 gallons per acre is kind of the target?
Yep. That's where coming out and doing the math. That's 30 pounds. So.
Okay.
Yep, we're running 10 gallons to the acre still. We had to do some custom spraying, and a guy wanted a little more than that, so Charlie was running 15 gallons to the acre.
Okay.
But we've stuck to 10.
All right, and as we was watching you fill up and stuff, is the fertilizer, what color is it? It appeared clear, but is it clear?
It is clear. It is clear. It has quite the ammonia smell whenever you're looking down in it, but yeah, it is clear. So.
And would you say the substance, is it thick? Is it does it have a stickiness to it? What would you describe for the viewers?
More a greasiness to it, and when it's cold, it's thick. But whenever it's warm, then no, it's fine right now. It's very liquidy. You wouldn't even know it from water if you had it in a cup just by being able to see. But
so for our viewers, again, it's mid-March here in Southwest Kansas, and the temperature last time I checked was about mid-50s. So what would be the cutoff, Austin, from a temperature perspective? How low could you go before it was too thick to run through the nozzles?
Well, at 32 degrees, 3200 will salt out, but it just all depends I guess how long you've had it. I mean, if it's in bulk, you're gonna be fine. You won't have any issues. But 2800, they say it will salt, but it goes way lower degrees. It should not salt out. It have to be just bitter 0 degrees cold temperatures for a long time.
So you got quite a bit of headroom. What does salt out mean? That's not a term I'm familiar with.
It literally just looks like crystals is what it looks like. So.
Okay, so obviously it does not flow through the nozzles.
Yeah, it literally, it just almost just looks like crystallized junk. Okay. And so yeah, it doesn't do well.
Now, does it take any more effort for, I know you guys got a semi hauling fertilizer in, does it take any more effort to keep up with the sprayers when you're doing top dressing versus the herbicide?
You know, it does, because right now during top dressing, there's nothing out here that you should hurt besides you got to watch out for the people who are organic and stuff like that. But for anyone around this part of the county where we're at, for the most part, we can just go because you're not going to hurt anything. So yeah, you don't have, the wind isn't as much of a factor. I mean, you still got to obviously be very careful still, but yeah, you're able just to run. I mean, it's not near as big as, you know, running the Roundup and stuff like that on the wheat stubble and worrying about hurting the wheat. So you're able just to move right along. Like right now we're going 25 mile an hour and our duty cycle's about maxed out, but it's okay. We can always switch to a bigger nozzle if we wanted to, but yeah, we get a lot done. We can average, with all 3 sprayers, if we could just run hard, we could get 3,600 acres done a day.
Yeah, John was saying you guys were pulling in 12 to 1,300 acres a day when I talked to him earlier.
Yeah, compared to what it was, it really just being able to run, just get it done is the nice part. So.
All right, so real quick, what's the next couple of weeks here in March look like for you guys? Are you going to be transitioning to any other spray applications, or is it a chance for you to kind of catch your breath and regroup?
Well, we will hopefully get a little bit of a catch our breath moment, but we will need to start putting down fertilizer on the corn and milo ground. So we'll be turning over to our streaming, our banding nozzles, and we'll be getting those prepared so that way come planting season our sprayers aren't just swamped with fertilizing and trying to get the pre-emerge down and keeping the summer fallow cleaned up. But yeah, come end of April, beginning of May, it's going to be really, as they say, go balls to the wall. It'll be quite the deal. Badger bulls are still here too.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, they don't disappear.
All right, well, Austin, we look forward to catching up with you on some of those other applications yet to come this year, and we appreciate your time this afternoon.
Yeah, no, it's been fun.